indeed, indeed. We're making British classics this morning. We have Chef Michael Olivier with us this morning. First of all, how do you feel about the curry cup being in studio?
Isn't it fantastic?
Jeez, man.
Such fun.
So proud of our Western
So we're making a curry
boys.
dish today as well.
There we go. You know, I like it. I like it. So we're making chicken tikka masala. That's what you're going to be making.
Absolutely.
It's a classic British dish.
Yeah.
But where does it come from?
Well, the thing is, there are a number of theories. The one is that it was a Bangladeshi chef who made it originally. There are two possibilities in England. One is Birmingham and one is Glasgow.
Okay.
And the thought is that some old codger thought his chicken cooked in a tandoor was too dry. So the Indian chef in the restaurant cut it up into chunks. Chunks is tikka.
Okay.
And put some masala sauce over the top. Brilliant. And of course it just became runaway popular to the extent that it was spoken about by Robin Cook, the Secretary of State in the Houses of Parliament, and they were thinking of giving it a sort of an appellation contrôlée, a denomination of its own, like Parmigiano cheese, etc. So it's quite, and obviously hugely successful, hugely popular.
Yeah. And I've heard something, a statistic, something like one out of every 9 curries bought are a chicken, chicken tikka.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
So in fact, it's sort of two dishes that have been put together, because normally with a chicken, it would be a whole breast marinated and then cooked in a tandoor oven.
All right, all right.
And then there's a masala sauce, which of course is something else. Now, these sort of tomato-based masala sauces come from the south of India, where the Portuguese moved in and introduced tomatoes and chilies into the Indian cuisine. Right. So here we go.
So just before I start making it, for me, the flavour. This is a very flavourful dish.
Yes.
And what do we actually have quickly before we go to an ad break to make this dish?
Well, we've got sort of cumin and coriander and chili powder. So it's spicy rather than not like that sort of Durban mother-in-law's tongue atomic bomb type of curry.
Atomic bomb, exactly. All right, cool. So we're going to be making this dish after the break. Don't go anywhere. See you just now. Welkom terug hier by jou goed voel by program. Dis Expresso hier op SABC3. Ons is terug in die kombuis saam met Chef Michael Olivier. En vandag maak ons klassieke Britse disse hier in die kombuis. Chef Michael, just before the break, you told us a bit about the chicken tikka masala that we're about to make. Very popular curry.
Absolutely.
Especially in London. And now we're going to actually put it all together. So in terms of preparation, when you did the chicken breast, what have you done so far?
What I did was we mixed the coriander and the cumin and the chili powder and some lemon juice. And then here we've got yogurt with garlic and ginger and a little bit of oil.
That's plain yogurt.
Just plain yogurt.
Or yogurt.
Or yogurt, as we say in London, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that on there. All right. And then really what you need to do is just to pop it into the fridge, marinate it for about half an hour or so. And if ever you're making any chicken curry or any sort of pork or lamb or beef, I'd love to marinate it in the sort of type of marinade.
How long would you marinate, did you say?
Well, sort of half an hour or so, because it's got lemon juice on, so the lemon will start sort of cooking the meat.
Perfect, perfect. So just before we keep going, remember you can get the ingredients sent to your phone by SMSing the keyword for this chicken tikka masala, which is Tikka, T-I-K-K-A, to 33728.
Good. So here we've got our onions going. We're now going to make a masala sauce.
Oh, man.
And we've got garlic
and
there.
This is definitely one of my favorite curries as well. The tikka, it's such a flavorful dish.
Absolutely. Nice and spicy, and
that's it.
There's some grated ginger, which is lovely, and then cumin there, and some chili powder.
Sure. You can definitely feel how those flavors are just coming out as it hits the pan.
Isn't it wonderful? Oh, so delicious.
Ooh, it smells divine.
I just want to break up the ginger here.
So what is another curry that's one of your ultimate favorite ones?
I think, I don't know if you've ever heard of Reza Mohammed. He's a wonderful television...
I have. We've actually had him on the show.
He's a wonderful television chef. I've worked with him in Johannesburg, and then he's down here recently. This is some tomato puree that I'm putting in. This, of course, is the sort of central and essential ingredient for the masala sauce.
That's it.
And I worked with Reza, and he was in Cape Town recently, and
Yes.
I went to a demonstration that he did, and he did a fantastic curry dish with chicken thighs, and he made what he called jeweled rice, which was rice with sort of cranberries and raisins and nuts and spices and things. And the thing that really appealed to me, he was launching a new book called Reza's Indian Spice, and the thing that really appealed to me was that his dishes were so flavorful.
Wow.
And really just so utterly delicious.
But I mean, if you get the combination of spices just right when you make a dish like this, I mean, you're just going to have an explosion of flavors.
For sure. Absolutely. Right. Talking about explosion of flavors, this we now just simply cook down.
All right.
For a little while, just to get all the flavors together.
All right.
And then we can just pop a little squeeze of this tomato paste in there, just to sort of broaden the flavors out of it. Right. And then you just simmer that very gently, and then you add some cream, and then that's what your sauce looks like. Your chicken breasts you then take and you pop them under the grill, and you grill
just like that.
Sort of, yes, absolutely.
In the yogurts.
Yeah, and then they go sort of all brown and blistery on the outside. Then you cut them into chunks, chunks being the tikka, and then you add the chunks to the sauce, and that's essentially all it is. And all you're doing here is you're simply heating through the chicken in the sauce. You're not cooking the chicken in the sauce.
So it's made in the oven, and then you just put it in the sauce.
Absolutely, you cook your chicken completely under the grill.
Lovely. Look at that.
Yeah, and
then it's actually not that difficult.
It's very easy to make, and we've got the recipe up on the website so that viewers can go and see it.
Awesome.
And then all you need then to do is simply to dish it and sprinkle some chopped coriander over the top and serve it with some lovely basmati rice, and you've got a stunning supper.
Easy, and a pop it on more too.
Absolutely, why not? or naan
why
bread.
not?
Or something.
Exactly. So if you want the ingredients sent to your phone, just SMS the keyword Tikka. That's TIKKA to 33728. And you could actually make this. It's not that difficult, because people, I think, obviously scared of making curries because it seems complicated.
Yeah, and also I think people are frightened of it being hot, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you can control it, of course. But make this. This is lovely. I'm going to give it a quick try. Here we go. Oh, let's get a piece of chicken there. Wow, very, very nice. Guys, what do you think of this? Wow, this is good, Michael. Thank you.
Nice. Pleasure.
All right, guys. Guys, tell me, what do you think of this dish? Does it look good or what?
By partnering with the WWF, we found goodness in sustainable fishing practices. Pick and Pay, always there for you.